Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Our next speaker is Rachel. And if you ask her what her dream Hawaii vacation is, she'll tell you Tahiti. Bless her heart. Let's welcome Rachel to the stage.
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a little girl with curly brown hair and dark skin, and she didn't fit in. That was me. You see, I was not being the Cinderella in my fairy tale. I was being one of the evil stepsisters. I was being annoying and frustrated because I didn't look the way that I wanted to. I didn't fit in with the people around me. I wanted to, have straight blonde hair like everyone else and have lighter skin like everyone else. But that just wasn't the case. And so I guess today, I just want to tell you kind of like the moral of the story of Cinderella, because every fairy tale just seems like it's thrown together with magic and I don't know, unbelievable things that can't happen in real life. But I want to show you what really can, like what the moral of the Cinderella story really is. And just to plug for the men, this is a non-toxic masculinity zone, so you can feel free to enjoy this Cinderella story. So Cinderella is one of the most famous stories of all time. I've seen at least 5 renditions of the same story, and I'm sure that a lot of you have seen the same ones. There's probably even more, but why is it so famous? What does it teach us? So this is a clip of the evil stepsisters from the Cinderella movie.
Why would a fellow want a girl like her, a frail and fluffy beauty? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me? She's a frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble, I could break her little arm. Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her, so obviously unusual? Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me?
So I want to open it up to you guys and ask you a question. What are some characteristics of the evil stepsisters? Did you say ugly? Was that what it was? Okay, valid. I get that. I think for me, what I noticed about them is they're very jealous of Cinderella. They're not happy that she's doing well, and they don't realize what they're doing wrong, which is blaming everyone else for their own situation. So they have a fixed mindset, and a fixed mindset encompasses being upset when other people succeed, being really upset when you fail, choosing easy tasks that require a small amount of effort, giving up easily, and focusing on measurable accomplishments, which in this case is winning the heart of the prince. So in contrast, here's a video of Cinderella and the fairy godmother. So let's just take a little moment to view this clip and notice some characteristics of Cinderella. So what are some characteristics of Cinderella? Yes, she's very positive. She keeps repeating, it's possible over and over and over again, which is completely opposite from how the evil stepsisters are acting. Any other ideas? Any other comments about how she's acting? No, okay. No one really wants to participate today. That's fine. I just want to mention also that is Whitney Houston as a fairy godmother. Shout out to her. If you haven't seen this version of Cinderella, you're really missing out. So yes, Cinderella has the growth mindset. She knows that her abilities can be improved with practice. She knows that she can become a better person. She knows that she can do better and that she doesn't have to be a servant for the rest of her life. She knows that someday she can marry the prince. So with a fixed mindset, setbacks hurt you. With a growth mindset, setbacks help you. So how can you become the Cinderella of your own story? So back to my story. I hated how I looked. I was not comfortable with who I was. And when people, something that I don't think I mentioned earlier, but when people always would guess that I was the wrong ethnicity, which really ticked me off. People would always be like, are you Hispanic? Are you Filipino? Are you Hawaiian? I was like, no, I am half black, half white. And I don't know why no one gets that. And so that really irritated me. And I felt like no one really knew who I was or understood who I was or where I came from. But when I was living in Utah during the pandemic, I went to a party and I met a girl that does makeup for a lot of advertisements and like photo shoots. She helps a lot of like professionals in that field, which I thought was really cool. So I was talking to her and she told me, you should be a model. And I was like, okay, stop. Like, I know you're trying to just like butter me up for whatever reason, but like, that's not true. That's never going to happen. I'm not going to be a model. Like, what the heck? And she was like, no, you should be a model because people in Utah want to advertise to many different ethnicities. And the way that they do that is they have models that look like they could fit into many different nationalities. And so I was like, oh, no way. So something that I thought was a weakness, something that I thought was hindering me was actually a positive thing. And that's what helped me get into modeling in Utah, which was really fun. I learned a lot of great things. I was able to grow as a person while I was doing that. And I'm really grateful for what I learned through that journey. So some other ways to adopt the growth mindset. I just talked about how changing our weaknesses into positive attributes is a way to adopt the growth mindset. Another way is to have the not yet mentality. So when you go on a date and it's a really sucky date, you just say to yourself, I haven't met my eternal companion yet. It doesn't mean I'm single forever. Like that date really sucked. No, just not yet. Or if you get a bad grade on your midterm, just say to yourself, not yet. I haven't gotten an A yet. But it doesn't mean I'm a failure. I'm failing this class. I'm the worst. Just means not yet. Also, create goals for improvement. Look at where you want to go and shoot for the stars. Ask for sincere feedback from others. Find someone that's going to tell you the truth and ask them how you can improve. Maybe ask them for advice on what goals you can set. Appreciate your journey. A lot of times we get stuck on what goes wrong, right? When we have a downward spiral, we just can focus on nothing else. But appreciate the up and down of your life. There's going to be up and downs and in betweens. Just love it all. And then last but not least, take on the challenge. When you're presented with something that might be a challenge for you, take it on and enjoy it and learn from it. Don't feel like you have to be perfect at everything the first time. And I just want to end on a really powerful quote from Whitney Houston, the fairy godmother herself. She said to Cinderella, "That's the problem with most people. They dream about what they want to do instead of really doing it." I just want to encourage all of you to do what you really want to do instead of just dreaming about it. Adopt the growth mindset and become a better person, someone that's constantly changing and doing better things. Thank you.